It's Andy's birthday, thus we must say happy Daybreak birthday to you. Andy's one of our great visuals here at ShopNBC. Makes everything happen behind the scenes. So, have a good birthday, sweetie.
Thank you.
You look good in frosting. Coming up next hour, our Stuhrling Original Gents skeletonized automatic watch. It is the hour top value, well over half gone, and we'll be excited to share the full hour with you.
Captivating necklaces, luxurious bracelets, ravishing rings. Redefine your look with unsurpassed class and elegance that is Brilliante. Now you too can proudly own and display exquisite pieces of jewelry for a fraction of the cost of originals. Only you will know the difference. Brilliante, here on ShopNBC. A lady's extension of her individuality is, of course, her accessories. Why not make it one of a kind, flirty, and fun? Why not make it an Elaine Turner accessory? With sophisticated style, premier craftsmanship, and with some of the hottest looks of 2009, Elaine Turner brings you the perfect addition to help you express your creative allure. From clutches to handbags to so much more, make it flirty and fun. Make it Elaine Turner accessories on ShopNBC. Take home luxurious bedding with Grand Suites Linens and Bath. Featuring sumptuous sheet sets. Portray class and elegance in any bedroom with the perfect blends of easy care cotton with the finest long yarn fibers. Experience the splendor that is Grand Suites Linens and Bath. Right here on ShopNBC. Wouldn't it be nice to always have what you need when you need it? Well, now you can with ShopNBC's Easy Ship. What is it? It's an automatic reordering program made just for you. Order your favorite items using Easy Ship and enjoy exclusive benefits like free shipping, no setup fees, convenient automatic shipments, and a flexible delivery schedule that comes right to your door. There's no obligation, so you can easily cancel at any time. Save money and make your life easy with Easy Ship. Only on ShopNBC and ShopNBC.com.
Hi, I'm Lynn Shocker. As we enter a new season and a new year, remember, be good to yourself with ShopNBC.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back into Daybreak here at ShopNBC, and an exciting hour for each and every one of you. Calling all gents, calling all gals, we have the debut, a full hour of Stuhrling original timepieces here during the Daybreak show with the president of Stuhrling Watches as well, and it will all be highlighted, and we'll kind of rev up to the storm with the presentation of the hour top value, the first of its kind, and it is already well over half gone. V90766 is the Stuhrling Original Delphi skeletonized automatic. That is a mouthful, and it is a gorgeous timepiece. V90766. When we think about Stuhrling collections, they are the master interpreters of Swiss design, but with you, the modern customer, in mind. Fully skeletonized detailing, number one, that Côte de Genève finish that you will see, the gorgeous exhibition case back, and automatic movement throughout. I mean, this is just a true work of art. And to be able to get this home today as an hour top value for $73.96, we only have it in the gold tone and in the rose tone now available. Silver has completely sold out. 4 value pays today with the hour top value make it very affordable, and reduced shipping and handling makes this an absolute win-win. V90766, well over half the quantity spoken for since the strike of midnight. Next to go will be the gold tone. Larry, what do you say we sell it out this hour during Daybreak? Would that be good? Let's do it. Let's see if we can kind of throw down the gauntlet. Then we have something as well known as the original Louis Master Calendar. V90473, 22 jeweled automatic movement in this piece. It is the first airing that you will see of this lovely timepiece on 3 value pays. 165 feet water resistant. It is an original from Stuhrling as well. And we have it in black and rose, silver and rose, black and silver on silver. And if you love the master calendar complications, that will be a fabulous piece to really make you smile. For the gals, we have our brand new Lady Gatsby La Femme watch, V90770. 163.63 is your brand new introductory price. And we have this on 3 value pays. Black, pink, or green are your color choices today. Well, we are delighted, as many of you have only seen the Stuhrling collection in the early morning hours, to bring you the first full hour of this incredible collection with the president of Stuhrling, who's been in this business for many, many years. Larry Magen is joining us today. Happy morning.
Hey, good morning. Wake up, everybody, because our top value is going to rock your world. Kimberly, I am so excited to be here at this hour with you. Okay, yeah. I just can't wait, and I can't wait to get into the Delphi. And of course, we're going to start, I guess, with the Daphne. Is that it?
Yeah, we've got some beautiful pieces. Just so you know, the men on the watch boards have referred to me as the watch chick.
Really?
So you and I are going to have some fun, because I am digging
Now,
time
wait a
pieces.
minute. You're the watch chick?
I am.
You can handle that?
I can handle it.
Okay.
Can you?
I can. Listen, if you can handle it, I can dish it, okay?
All right, sounds good. We're going to have some fun today. We'll welcome your testimonials as well. Here's our brand new Ladies Daphne Mother of Pearl Stuhrling Original. It's V90782. We have 3 fabulous fashion-forward colors to choose from. It is $80 at a ShopNBC price, brand new today, and a get it while the going's good, V90782. Larry, first and foremost, before we really dive into this timepiece,
certainly,
I want you to give everyone a little education, especially if they're new to Stuhrling. What is so special about the brand?
Well, Stuhrling, thank you, Kimberly. Stuhrling is very, very special because we're kind of in our own category, okay? It's all about the respect for the art and tradition of the Swiss watchmaking legend. Our exclusive manufacturing partner is a 3rd-generation Swiss watch company whose headquarters is in Bellinzona, Switzerland. So we're in our own category in what we do. Everything is Swiss engineering, Swiss technology, Swiss craftsmanship. It goes to the make of the watch. And as we start going through these watches, you'll hear me talk about things that go to the make of the watch. And it'll become evident that what we do is really unique in the industry, and that's why we're in our own category.
Well, this is the original Stuhrling Ladies Daphne. It's brand new today. Your color choices are that fabulous fashion-forward pink. We have it in that luscious ivory, which has got a wonderful kind of platinum-y tone to it. And then my favorite would have to be the red, because this has so much passion and so much power as far as the look goes.
Kimberly, first of all, I am absolutely shocked. And yes, I'm involved in the setting up of these products, and we've worked very, very hard with ShopNBC. But the price, and I know that's your job, but ladies and gentlemen, this should really light up the phone. You have a Swiss engine in this timepiece. This is a Swiss quartz movement in this piece. One of the things that makes this piece so unique and so special, and by the way, this is a brand new item. I don't mean just new to ShopNBC. This is a launch for the Daphne. It's never been seen anywhere before. We just landed these pieces. But what's so unique about this is the mother of pearl dial. If you look very close, you have to hold it at certain angles. Some of the executions will be more evident than the others. But this mother of pearl dial is a 2-tone mother of pearl dial. It is a special dyeing process that it has to go through. If you look at the color that's filled into the hearts, and what you see there with the fancy Arabic numerals that are around the dial and the 2 hearts, those are applied to the mother of pearl. That means there are little pegs on the back of those numerals and the back of those hearts that go through the MOP, the mother of pearl, and they're sealed on the back side. But if you look at the color that's filled in those hearts right there, it's different than the rest of the dial. That's not 2 separate pieces. It's a special dyeing process that has to be done in 2 steps, okay? We've never had a watch like this.
Right.
To get it at this price is just phenomenal, and I guess it goes to the whole Valentine's Day a theme that we're doing here with ShopNBC. We've been on ShopNBC for more than 6 years, Stuhrling Original, but yet we may be new to the ladies' audience here because we've been doing men's watches, but the whole time we've been making ladies' watches, but just not doing it here. ShopNBC, come on board for Valentine's Day. Bring us your ladies, bring us the goods, bring the funk, and that's what we've brought here today.
We're bringing in the goods, we're bringing in the funk, we're having some fun, and showing us the love today is what Larry is presenting for us with this brand new piece. Now, let me share with you, although you're looking at this as in pink, as in that wonderful cream, and as in the red, we are referring to these as rose tone, gold tone, and silver tone. The red genuine leather strap, which has a pearlized finish to it, as the the silver tone bezel. The creamy ivory is what you are referring to as the gold tone. And then, of course, the pink has that rose tone finish. 34-millimeter case, 165 feet water resistant. The crystal that you use is something that's different than what we normally hear about.
Absolutely. It's proprietary. It's Cristerna crystal. Cristerna comes from the eyewear industry. Kimberly, I'll get it right.
It's okay.
No, but it comes from the eyewear industry, what eyeglasses are made of. It actually has more strength over a spread surface area than sapphire crystals.
Wow.
Meaning it's more shatterproof than sapphire, okay? It's not inexpensive to do. We used to use sapphire crystals. Now we use exclusively Cristerna because they're not going to break.
Right. Well, when you look at this, when you think if you love the presentation, if you are someone who really wants to have something that's fun, I think from the word go, when you receive a Stuhrling original, and these are the presentation boxes that they come in, you realize that you are receiving something very special. They're beautifully packaged. All the information about your timepiece, about the collections, where you can get a hold of everybody, the 2-year warranty, everything is packaged for you beautifully. You will enjoy these pieces, especially as this is the worldwide debut, not only today in Daybreak for all of you, but with our ladies' pieces here, with the first ever Our Top Value from Stuhrling, and incredible, one-of-a-kind, very unique pieces. And by the way, we're throwing Larry in too as well. So let's go ahead and open our testimonial calls as we get into the next piece. 1-800-938-9708. We want to hear from you, both ladies and gents, who are enjoying wearing, owning, receiving compliments on the Stuhrling Original Collection. Here's another piece that debuted back in November. Oof. It's the first time we're showing you this in Daybreak. It's V90300. It's the Artemis Gentile Collection. It's introductory priced at $172.71. Today we have this on 3 monthly interest-free value pays, and this will be the very last airing at that introductory price. So get it while the going's good. We have it in silver and silver or silver and rose. What is the story behind this Artemis collection?
Well, this watch is fantastic. You're going to love this piece. The Artemis has a Swiss quartz movement in it with a genuine moon phase. Now, a lot of times on watches, folks, you'll see like a sun and a moon, and you'll think, well, that's a moon phase. That's not a moon phase. It's an AM/PM indicator. Ah. This actually has a genuine moon phase indication in a Swiss quartz movement. If you go down there at the subdial at the bottom near the 6 o'clock position, and you can see a little crescent moon as it's going away, that's telling you the phases of the moon. So you'll know when a full moon is coming. Every 28.5 days, that dial is going to make one full rotation. And that's really the #1 special thing about the Artemis. Now, it is a gorgeous piece. You can wear this for business casual. You can wear it for dress. You can wear it, you know, in the boardroom. The bracelet is just fantastic. It's got the angled links. Every piece has been, you know, custom molded and polished on these bracelets. And then the bezel, you see it has a notch-like bezel that goes all the way around. That's an inspiration from, you know, several different high-end Swiss pieces that are doing that kind of a thing. And, you know, we've put our own spin on this. It's got a flip-lock safety clasp, as you can see. I'm going to show them what it looks like.
Absolutely.
You know, on somebody with a suit. Now, you can wear this with jeans and a T-shirt.
Sure.
A lot of guys like wearing bracelet watches now. But you can, this is also the kind of piece here, and I'm not going to, but, you know, usually what happens is, folks, you're going to get very generous links on this, and you're going to have to probably have links removed by a jeweler. So I'm just going to kind of hold it on my wrist. I don't know if we can get a tight shot of this. But look how this looks with a suit, okay? I mean, it's just fantastic. Now, this is a nice full 43.5, 44 millimeter size case, which in the watch industry is very big. It makes a nice impression. And here on this one that I'm wearing on my wrist, you can see that we're going into a full moon. And, you know, I know a lot of people out there really like to know when that full moon is coming because, you know, if you're one of those types, like when I'm, you know, when a full moon is coming, that's when I want to stay away from, you know, ex-wives and things like that.
I was wondering where you were going to go with this.
But, you know,
I was waiting patiently.
You know, because the worst things can happen sometimes on a full moon. And then the next day after you say, you know why that happened? There was a full moon last night.
See, we're
so if
one
you
alike,
had
yeah.
you had the Artemis Gentile, then you wouldn't have to worry about it
That's
because
right.
you'll know when it's coming.
You can
But
stay
look
inside.
how it looks. Now all these links are 316L surgical grade stainless steel.
Okay.
The case is blank from solid stainless steel, and what that means is there are very inexpensive watches out there that are made from cast cases where they make a mold and pour. That's not what you're getting here. This is blank. It's cut from a solid bar of 316 steel. They heat it up till it's red hot, and then it has to be cut out and then polished and recut and polished and recut. It goes through about 30 steps in the process, and that's where you feel the heft.
Yeah.
Can you feel the weight of this watch, Kimberly?
It's a lovely piece. And you know what, guys and gals, if you're shopping for Valentine's Day for yourself, or if you've got a gentleman in your life that you have to think about for a Father's Day gift, today would be the day where you can really define his watchmaking collection. Because with Stuhrling, you have the tradition, the techniques, the technology, the craftsmanship. Yet, as Larry's sharing with you, they're redefining perfection in their pieces. This piece alone, 44mm case for you, that fabulous Cristerna crystal, which gives you the properties of having something that's even harder than your sapphire crystal. We think about expensivity as far as sapphires go, sapphire crystals, so it's nice to be able to have that. And then 2 color choices today. We have the silver and the silver in the rose, final day and final airing at that introductory price of $172.71 and on 3 value pays. So do not let this pass you by. 2-year warranty, presentation gift box as well. Call in right now, the 90300.
Right, and I want to point out this movement that you're seeing here is a master calendar. If you come in tight on those subdials, you'll see you're getting the day, the date, the month, and a genuine moon phase. We almost forgot to mention it is a master calendar. You know, a lot of watches give you a date complication. You have 3 hands and a date. Some give you a day and date, but when you get a day, date, and month, that is considered a master calendar. Now, if you add in the year, day, date, month, and year, that is a grand calendar, okay? But here you have a master calendar with a genuine moon phase, and in a Swiss quartz movement at this price is an absolute bargain, and it's a gorgeous piece, a great gift for Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's fantastic. When you look at the smoothness of that inner dial, when you look at the way that the movement of those subdials is just so perfect, it's not going to click, it's just a smooth, elegant rotation for you. Do we have luminosity in this piece, Larry, as far as anything that we're looking at to be able to see it during the
Yes,
nighttime?
there is a touch of luminova. If you look at the hands, you look at the hour and minute hands, you'll see a slight fill of luminescence there. We call that luminova. It is a trademark name. There's different types of luminova out there. There's luminova, there's super luminova, and we've heard of tritnite from other vendors and what have you, and just luminous material. But this is luminova. It's one of the best in the industry, and you know, pretty much all of our luminous material is from the luminova family.
The first time someone orders in a Stuhrling piece, from your talking to customers for many, many years now, being in this business for many, many years, what is normally the reaction the first time they open up the box? And by the way, packaging and presentation is everything.
Thank you very much. You know, that's a great, great question, because many times, and you know, I've been in this DRTV business going back to 1996 with jewelry and everything, and many times in home shopping television, you know, people can be disappointed sometimes, maybe with jewelry or watches or anything, because the camera can make something look so spectacular, and they get it home and they can be disappointed. With Stuhrling Original, you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to be impressed. You're going to be happily surprised, because when you feel the weight and the heft and the significance of the make of our watches, this goes to the make, it goes to the Swiss engineering, it goes to the whole family of how we do it. You can't believe it. And really, obviously you expect me to say that because I am synonymous with Stuhrling, and I love Stuhrling. It's my life. I eat, breathe, and live it. So you expect that. But we have many, many collectors, many fans out there who own 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 Stuhrlings and more. They keep coming back for more. So that speaks also to how you're going to be impressed when you get the watch.
Well, I've got to tell you, you guys know that, you know, Jim and Sean really took me under their wings when I was doing the overnight hours and helped me really delve into the world of watchmaking, and that's how I got the name on those bulletin boards of being the watch chick. It's my first time working with Larry, my first time seeing a full collection of Stuhrling, and it's something that I have been waiting for. Listening to Jim talk about it, the excitement that's been in the studio here, waiting for this Our Top Value Day and this full hour and daybreak, because I know when you expect the history of time making, when we think about the rich roots and the heritage over in Switzerland, where you can spend tens and 20s and 30s and $100,000 for one individual timepiece, you expect that same great tradition. You expect that great time-honored craft. And gentlemen, this is going to be a very gentlemanly, very sexy, very sleek, very masculine piece. I love the name, the Artemis Gentile. It has such a sophisticated name to it. You get it home today, and it's stylish. It wraps your wrists in such incredible detail. And of course, with two color choices, either the silver tone and the rose, which is going to be your bracelet selection and your bezel, or the silver on silver, today, final day, introductory price, final presentation, introductory price. Do not miss out to order yours. We want to welcome your testimonial calls. If you are a Stuhrling fanatic, if you're just buying your first piece and you just want to say hello to the gentleman that's making it happen here at ShopNBC, give us a call, 1-800-938-9708. Now, when
Very
you
nicely
wore this
said.
with your fabulous, by the way, initialed cuffs, which I think is so handsome on a gent,
Oh, you like
this
that.
is going to be a low profile enough that if you've got that cuff, it will slide right over, correct?
Oh, very much so. You know, nowadays there are watches. I saw another watch here on the network that wasn't ours, that was a full 22 millimeters thick. Do you have any idea what 22? It's so. This.
That's like a 5-pound weight in the hand, right?
Absolutely. So by today's standards, this would be considered very slim. That's about 11 millimeters thick from case back to case front.
All right, we want to remind you as you take a last look at the Artemis Gentile watch V90300. We may not have a chance, and I'm so disappointed, we may not have a chance to share a full presentation with you of our Ladies Cupid Automatic V90767. Do we have 1 minute for Larry just to tell us a quick little story about this? It's $145. We have it on 3 value pays. The colors are bronze, black, and gold tone as far as your straps go, because you are enjoying not 1, not 2, but 3 fabulous looks.
3 fabulous looks, absolutely, Kimberly. You know, it's what it is. It's a ladies' mechanical automatic, and you see in the dial, the cutout in the dial typically is going to be round, to mimic the case of the shape of the case.
Right.
In this case, you have a heart-shaped cutout, and that gives it a little bit of a feminine touch, because a skeleton mechanical automatic timepiece is typically worn by men, and here it's by a ladies, and then you have the heart. So it's kind of has the best of both worlds. You get a little bit of femininity into a skeleton mechanical automatic, and you know, there's nothing that says ladies can't, you know, wear skeleton mechanicals. And that's kind of another thing we do with our ladies' timepieces, is we're trying to maintain the same level of technical achievement for the ladies as we do for the men. And here you have that with the Cupid set. Now with this one, you're getting 1 watch head with 3 straps.
That's fabulous.
So you can change your looks. It's got quick release pins, and if you'd like me to show you, I'd be happy to.
Well, we have this piece for you. You can see it online at shopnbc.com. V90767. Call in today. Order it as you are receiving 3 different looks. It's brand new. We have it on a value pay of $48.33 today, and you can get this home while they remain on 4 monthly interest-free value pays of $18.49. V90766. Okay, the hour top value, thousands have been spoken for since the strike of midnight, is still available. It's the Stuhrling Original Delphi Skeletonized Automatic. We sold out of the silver tone, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We have gold tone or rose tone now remaining. I gotta tell you, it's a killer price at under $80 and on 4 value pays, and you might as well grab it while you can in the 2 remaining color choices, because we do anticipate a full sellout.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know where to start. Are we getting into a full presentation now?
We're just gonna quickly show it.
Well, then, before the presentation comes, get on the phone and jump on the phone and grab this piece, folks, because when we get into it, you'll understand what a tremendous value this really is at that price, and they definitely won't last throughout the day.
I gotta tell you, I am surprised. Had we had more operators at the strike of midnight.
Oh, you heard about that?
Yeah, I think we would have sold it out in the first airing, seriously.
We had over 300 people in the queue
I know,
last
it was
night.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of crazy, we also have for you a piece that we are sharing for you, the final presentation of the day. It's the Stuhrling Original Louis V90473. We have 4 color choices for you in this particular timepiece. We have it in the black and rose, silver and rose, black and silver on silver. Master calendar complication, 22 jewel automatic movement, 42mm case for you as well, that exhibition case back, which is gorgeous, and a fabulous genuine leather strap. All for you today on a $50 value pay.
Well, here we go. It's just one fantastic opportunity after another. This Louis is truly one of our best-selling timepieces. Okay, we've had it for a couple of years now, and this is an all-time low price of $150. You have the 3 value pays here, but this is a mechanical automatic with a master calendar and a 24-hour indicator. Now, what that means, folks, is, first of all, there's no battery in this watch. When you have a quartz movement, for those who may not be aware, a quartz movement is accompanied by a computer chip.
Okay.
And so with a battery and a computer chip, you can program it to do anything, and they get to be fairly inexpensive. But in the old days, before quartz movements came into being, okay, you're operating with no battery. Stop and think about what's going on inside that case. It's just little pieces of metal and gears and screws and nuts and bolts and springs, and it's keeping near perfect time. When the second hand makes one full revolution for 60 seconds, the minute hand has to move over 1 minute. Then that makes 60 minutes, then the hour. Then when you get a full day, the date has to change, then the day has to change. Then when you get to the, full for the week, and then the month has to change. You're getting a 24-hour indicator, day, all off of a spring with no battery, no computer chip. At this price is absolutely ridiculous. And let me show you what this looks like. Did you run through the executions?
They're going through the colors right now, so you can see all the colors. We have the black and silver, we have the silver and the silver with the rose. You have black and rose, or you have silver with rose. Call in right now. We're going to walk you through this and really dive into a full presentation. However, you can't hesitate if you want anything in the black selection, as we have fewer than 4 dozen available now in both of the collections. I'm going to hand this one off to Larry, the 90473. Give us a buzz if you're ordering in today.
They don't
2
like
minutes
me
to go. That's it.
Okay, they don't like me to, you're giving me the 2-minute warning. They don't like me to just yank it out of the shot?
Yeah, that would probably be not so good.
Okay. I'm only kidding.
I'm sure you've heard that before on television.
Yeah. Jim just slaps me over there.
Does he?
No, but I'm kidding. But no, ladies and gentlemen, take a look. I might like that. But anyway, I'm kidding around, Kimberly. You're too easy.
Don't tell anybody that, though.
Okay. But no, guys, I want you to take a look. We got to stop clowning around here, because don't get me started. But seriously, look at this watch. Take a look at that bezel. This is what we call a crenellated bezel. You see how it looks like a big gear, and it's got the beveled edge to it where it kind of juts in and over and up and out like that, kind of like the top of a castle. They used to use those openings where guys could stick their heads out and shoot their arrows and stuff. They call that a crenellated rooftop. Well, this is a crenellated bezel. And if you look, if you look closely at the hands, come in, guys, if you can. You'd love it when I direct from the guest chair. But anyway, take a look at the sword blade style hands. They're actually skeletonized, and you can see right through them. So you have sword blade hands, you have that crenellated bezel, very, very rich look. And of course, it's the Louis, as in King Louis, okay? Kind of those, medieval days and everything. And then take a look at the Arabic numeral 12 and all the applied baton indices right there. They're all faceted. See how they catch the light? Take a look at that. And they refract light. Those are individually applied to the dial. In other words, they're not printed on there. They're not embossed on there. You see that? Again, there's 2 pegs on every one. They're applied. And then take a look at your complications with your day, date, month, and also your 24-hour indicator. It's done in a very unique way. The day says Sunday, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, meaning that, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right.
Okay, and also the same thing for the months. Usually you'll see January, February, March, April, May, June. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have to put down your birth date, you wouldn't put March 16th. You'd put maybe 3/16.
Right.
Well, here you're reading it this way. So it's a very unique way. And also for those of you that are a little bit more educated on watches, this movement is completely proprietary to Stuhrling Original.
Okay.
Tell me if you've ever seen a master calendar mechanical automatic with this configuration where you have the 3 separate dials running across the bottom of the watch. You haven't seen it anywhere, because this is proprietary to us. It's a great movement. It's one of our best. And then you have a date aperture up there at the 12 o'clock position.
As you look at these color choices, once again, we are going to say goodbye to this piece. This is the final presentation at this price. It is V90473. Your color choices are black and rose, silver and rose, silver on silver, and black on silver. So thank you very much for all of your orders. As we continue on in this first hour with Larry, we're going to keep him around in our daybreak shows, having a lot of fun. We hope you will give us a call and say hello on our testimonial line. Don't forget to go online, and Pam, if we can show that one guy as many times as possible, he is selling like crazy off of the internet, that Cupid ladies skeletonized. I hope that we can show that again. Thank you so much. Okay, here's another piece, brand new. It is the Lady Gatsby La Femme V90770. $163.63 is your introductory price. We have this for you today on 3 monthly interest-free value pays. Genuine white topaz, so you have the look of diamonds. Fabulous CZs as well. Gorgeous mother of pearl accents in that wonderful rectangular detail, almost like a modified tonneau, as there are rounded edges to this. And of course, you have a genuine leather strap with just the hint of a pearlized finish. So it's very fashion forward. Brand new, very feminine, lady.
This is our Gatsby La Femme. We have, not to be confused with another watch we have, which is the Lady Gatsby. So this is the Gatsby La Femme. It looks like we have a little bit of a repetition here with Lady Gatsby La Femme. But anyway, it is the Gatsby La Femme. And let me say this is one of our best. Last year we featured this piece in Watches International 2008 yearbook, which is the Bible of the industry. We had a big, all 3 executions in it. It's got a satin twill covered strap, ladies. And that is not just a pearlized finish on the dial. It is actually genuine mother of pearl on this dial. And it's just so feminine and so classy. And the shape of the case is really probably what makes this piece really we have 5 or 6 different models in this series, but it's you see how the sides are inverted? It's a kind of an hourglass shaped case. You see that? And then, of course, as you pointed out, you have the white topaz going all the way down both sides and across all the way around, and you have the white topaz also on the hour markers, as you can see inside. Take a look at your Dauphine style hands. Very classy, very elegant, as you can see. Classic 3-hand Swiss movement, ladies and gentlemen. A Swiss quartz engine. You have your date aperture down there at 6 o'clock. Now here's a perfect example of what I was talking about when I was saying we try to maintain the same technical achievement for the ladies as we do for the men. Many times on ladies' watches, you may not have a date. You might have 2 hands or 3 hand, with the hours, minutes, and seconds, but not the date. We didn't need to put the date on that. That's an extra expense. That kind of a movement costs more money. But the men almost always get the date. The ladies don't always get it. So here you have the same kind of technical achievement with the hours, minutes, seconds, and the date for the ladies. But also, what really makes this expensive, take a look at the crystal on this, Kimberly. As you showed it beautifully a second ago, it's curved, it's domed, as you can see, and it has faceted moon, crescent moons faceting on the sides, as you can see right here. Okay, and again, that is what really is very unique also about this, and that's a Cristerna crystal. And here's the case back, as you can see, nice decoration on the case back. That is a screwed-in case back. You always want to look for that when you're looking for quality. You see in the 4 corners, you've got the screws. On a cheaper make watch, you're going to have a pop-off case back where they stick a little thing in there and flip it. Ladies are so used to fashion watches where they can wear them with all the different outfits and everything. But that's not what you're getting here. You're getting a real timepiece.
Absolutely.
You're getting a Swiss-engineered timepiece. And the satin twill-covered strap, I just love the finish. Whether you like the pink, the black, and the pearlized white, I think is just, I love it.
Well, I think what you have is a nice color combination. You have, for those of you who love just classics, you want to go with the black. By the way, if you are interested in the black of the Lady Gatsby La Femme, you need to be calling right now, as we have just a couple of dozen remaining. That fabulous cream is so sophisticated, it's so crisp, it's going to be perfect for summertime season. And then, of course, the pink. When you see and you dive into this and you see that genuine mother of pearl inner dial, the wonderful opposite tone, I mean, it's in the same family, but a deeper, richer pink for you on the outer side. Then you see all of those gorgeous topaz that look like diamonds, individually hand placed for you. It is a beautiful presentation of color.
It really is, and this is a nice shot. If we come in even tighter, you'll notice that outside the mother of pearl, what you'll see on the bordering that goes around is you'll see texturing on the dial, okay? That's another step. We didn't have to go that far, but it's a guilloche dial. It's done with vintage German machines, hydraulic presses that makes that texturing into the dial. So you have a textured dial with the mother of pearl inlay display in the center. There's your domed crystal. This is just a very, very classy watch. I mean, wear this, you know, out to the Hamptons, you know, where it gets its name from, you know, F. Scott Fitzgerald's famous novel is The Great Gatsby, as we all know. And this is the Lady Gatsby, and it's got that kind of a feel to it. You can wear this to one of Gatsby's parties.
Do you have a gentleman's version? Do you have just like the Great Gatsby or something?
Yeah. We have, in fact, later today, I don't know if it's in today's show, we're going to offer the gentleman's Gatsby with the ladies, but on a leather strap. It's not as, let's say, you know, dressed up as the Gatsby La Femme.
We should do sometime a whole Gatsby show and come dressed in the styles of
I'm
that.
in because you have no idea. Kimberly, you just nailed it because I love Art Deco.
I do too.
I love the 20s. That's my favorite period of jewelry, of course, for sure. And everything about it, the whole Erte, the jazz, I mean, I'm with you.
Let's do it.
Charleston.
Ah, can you dance?
Well, maybe.
I'll teach you.
It depends on the partner, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, well, I tell you what, you're partnering up with ShopNBC, you're partnering up with Stuhrling Originals today, and you're really enjoying the value pays, our introductory pricing. I want to encourage you to go online to shopnbc.com. If you are just tuning in for the very first time and you're wondering what this collection is all about, we have a collection that really is rich in historical heritage as far as time making goes. And you know what? I think a watch is a watch is a watch is a watch. Well, guess what? It's not. Every single one of us probably wears some form of timekeeping each and every day. But when you can have something that's special, that features the decoration like you see here today, that offers you the unique history of craftsmanship and time-honored traditions as far as making goes, when you look at a color combination that's just going to fit the bill for everybody, and a price like we are offering today, brand new, introductory, 3 colors. Call in right now and secure yours before your color choice does sell out. Be 90770. Do you have a favorite color?
Probably the white. Yeah, probably the white is my favorite. Of course, I love black and white, but you know, we don't do a lot of white strap watches. We do a few, and you'll see the few that we have and whenever we do them, but here's one of them, of course, and I love it. But one thing we didn't mention, I want to point out, is this has a push-button dual deployant clasp, ladies. And for anybody out there that's not familiar, it's not a tang buckle, and we do a lot of tang buckle watches, but if you went online and you wanted to get, typically you wouldn't find these kinds of clasps on watches that sell for under $1,000, okay? The clasp alone, if you wanted to buy just the clasp online at one of these accessory websites or something like that, you're gonna pay anywhere between $35 to $50 for the clasp, not the strap, the clasp. And here it is. Kimberly is doing a nice job of showing to you, but what it does is it actually prolongs the life expectancy of the strap. You know how when you have a tang buckle, you have to keep putting it on and it has that impression?
It's stretched and worn out.
Exactly. Well, here, you set it one time to your wrist size, and then you just push the buttons and it pops open, and it's so easy to just slip on and over your wrist every time. So you do have a push-button dual deploying clasp, another example of how we're not cutting corners for the ladies.
We want to thank you so much for joining in. We have less than 1 minute now remaining. 27mm case, by the way. Let's talk about the warranty that comes with your pieces. Because for many of you, remember, Stuhrling Originals comes with this fabulous presentation box. All of your information as far as your warranty and all the goodies that Stuhrling is offering for you is housed right there in the back. It is a lovely way to give the gift of time. And I think watches are a wonderful way that you can say thank you to people that are a part of your life and that are sharing your day-to-day life with you.
Oh, there's no question about it. A watch is something you're going to look at every day. If they're wearing it every day, it's going to last for many, many years. This does have a Swiss engine as well. Watches are just fabulous gifts. Of course, you know, probably, you know, for the important people in my life, my sister and my daughter, you know, they always get watches from me.
How old's your daughter?
My baby?
Yeah. You only have one?
I just have one baby, yes.
And how old is she?
She's 28.
Wow. She's proud of Daddy?
You know, I hope so. You know, I don't know. If she is, she probably wouldn't tell me. But anyway, hi, baby. How are you? Phyllis in Los Angeles.
Oh, very good. Well, maybe she'll watch and maybe she'll call in and say hi.
Oh, no, she doesn't watch.
She doesn't do that?
No.
That's
no.
all right.
She goes, sorry, Daddy, I missed it again.
Well, we'll send her some love from Minnesota because we know she's warm in Los Angeles. Hey, quick little update because we showed you this on the internet. This is rocking and rolling, and unfortunately, we haven't been able to secure our sample here in the studio. Oh, I'm so disappointed. It's our Ladies Cupid Automatic V90767. You are getting all 3 straps today. They're interchangeable, black, bronze, and gold. Again, remind us how cool this is.
Well, it's great because it's a lady's mechanical automatic timepiece without having the watch here to show you the case back and the rotor and the skeletonization. And, you know, we don't have time to really get into this, but we will talk about skeleton mechanicals in a moment here, and you'll understand what the whole mechanical automatic thing is all about and skeletonization is all about. But trust me, it's a very good value. It's hard to really
it's hard without showing it, but you can see it online at ShopNBC.com. We apologize that hopefully during a later show with Larry, you'll get a full chance to see it, but it's selling very, very quickly.
We have some watches that are similar in a way that we'll be able to talk about the qualities of the piece. For
Sounds good. All right, we're going to continue on with the piece that it's been 5 months' time since we have seen this last. It's the Stuhrling Original Century Plaza Power Reserve, V90107, $160 is your Shop NBC price. Today we have it on 2 value pays. Your color choices are either the rose or the silver tone with the black, or we have it available for you in the white mother of pearl with the rose or the silver tone. Call in right now, order in. We're obviously talking about dial color first, and then of course you're looking at bezel as far as silver tone or rose tone.
Kimberly, if this doesn't get everybody off the chair to the phone line, nothing will. You have to really understand watchmaking to understand what the value you're getting here. First of all, nicely done. By the way, just so you know, ladies are some of our biggest collectors. Ladies wear men's watches.
I think this is good.
Ladies don't just want, you know, ladies' watches that are built like men's watches. They want men's watches. I can see a lady wearing this into the boardroom and a cigar in the other hand. But anyway, seriously, this is it's a mechanical automatic. We're going to show you the case back in a moment. It's got a double milled bezel. It's got a dome crystal. Beautiful, genuine mother of pearl dial. Look at the colors popping off that dial. But this has something else. It has one of the most practical complications in watchmaking today, which is a power reserve indicator. It's being obscured by that. We're under 50,000 watts of light here, and it's reflecting off of the domed crystal. But up there under the 12 o'clock position, as you can see, it's kind of like a gas gauge. If you want, I can be happy to demonstrate.
Sure.
When you wind the watch, can I yank one out of the watch?
Let's show you all 4 color choices first. V90107. We're going to walk you through them very quickly because there's so much to talk about, you guys. As you look at this piece, 21 jewel automatic, 42 millimeter case, exhibition case back. All right, so rose tone with the black. Rose tone, of course, you are looking at with the white mother of pearl. Then we go to the black mother of pearl with the silver and the white mother of pearl with the silver. Right.
The key here to recognize, and I'd like to do it on the white just for demonstration purposes, if I might. Okay? Okay, there. I just messed up the shot. Sorry, guys. It's okay. So we'll do this backwards if I can get it here. But take a look. You see that gauge up here? Right under the 12 o'clock position. We're going to come in. The guys are going to show you real well here. And I've got my fingers ready to wind. But there it is. What this is, and again, there's no battery, no computer chip. So it's running off of a spring. But many times when you have a mechanical timepiece, as many of you know, you're not sure if there's 2 hours left on the spring or there's 30 hours left on the spring. And so there might only be an hour left. And come in here right at the gauge under 12 o'clock up here. And you go to sleep with only 1 hour. You don't know it. And you wake up in the morning and the watch stopped. Remember, there's no battery. With this one, when you wind the watch, as you wind it, now again, you don't have to wind it. Once you give it an initiation, just by wearing it, the movement of your wrist will keep it wound. But I'm winding it with my left hand, and you'll watch, and I'm doing it slowly because I'm not left-handed, but anyway, you'll see how the gauge is slowly moving up.
It's like a little gas gauge.
It's like a little gas gauge. But let me tell you something. That little gas gauge, to put that on the dial, is one of the more expensive complications in watchmaking today. And here is the back of the watch so that you see what I'm talking about. I'm going to roll it over. Don't worry, guys. There we go. And here it is. Thank you very much. But take a look at this. You got a decorated case back, and that you see those kind of horizontal lines, parallel lines. That's called Côte de Genève. That's the treatment on the back of the rotor, on the back of the the back plates on the movement, and then that rotor, that little half moon thing swinging back and forth. It has what's called a damier finish, which is kind of a net pattern with the Stuhrling logo. And then take a look at the case back on this. Okay. You see this? It's got the screws in the corners. Okay, it sticks up, and it's got beveled edges. Okay, so there's nothing simple about this timepiece. Typically, power reserve indicator pieces, folks, I'm not used to doing it backwards, but power reserve indicator pieces are typically around $400 or, above, north of that. To get it for $160 is absolutely sick.
Yes, well, there are a lot of people on the phone lines right now. I want to give you a quick little update as far as your colors go. all the color choices in silver, and then the rose tone with the black mother of pearl have the black leather strap. The rose tone with the white mother of pearl has more of kind of that rich, deep, almost ox bloody, burgundy brown color as far as the strap goes. So that's the difference as far as colors go. The mother of pearl is just decadent. The power reserve that you have on this piece, the complication alone of that, then you look at that damier finish, you look at that Côte de Genève decorated movement. You are looking at a piece that is coming to you, you know, Century Plaza, Century City. We think about in California, one of
Absolutely.
the meccas as far as hot, hip, must-have places
And
to go.
where all the movers and shakers are at the Century
Yeah.
Plaza Hotel. And,
Right.
you know, that's where the name gets its inspiration, actually. But this is the kind of timepiece that you would wear, you know, in the boardroom. I mean, this is not a everyday kind of a piece. This is the kind of piece you can wear with a $300 suit, and it makes it look like a $3,000 suit. It really does. I mean, this is so classy. And we didn't even talk about the double milled bezel. There's a good shot of it right there. But that is not easy to do. This is solid stainless steel. And to create that double milled bezel is something that we've done now on 3 or 4 of our watches now, all from our boardroom collection is what it's called, actually. And it's just very, very rich.
As you're calling in today in the final 40 seconds, buzzing about because we are introducing for you the first ever our top value from Stuhrling Originals. It is the Delphi skeletonized automatic V90766. We have it available in gold tone. We have it available in the rose tone. The our top value price is unspeakable, but I'll say it anyway. It's $73.96. We have it on 4 monthly interest-free value pays for you today at $18 and change. And since midnight, over 2,000 units have been requested. And I truly believe that had there been more operators, we could have seen a sellout in the very first presentation. You have a golden opportunity right here and right now to have a timepiece that is created with the utmost attention to detail, the utmost attention to excellence, in a face tone that will absolutely maintain its style for many years to come. And Larry Magen, of course, is the president of Stuhrling Watches, joining us for this full presentation. Congratulations, my friend. What a hit.
It has been a hit, and like you said, I guess you heard the news last night at midnight. You know, we had over 300 people on the phone. You know, and some people were going on the
hold.
computer. Yeah. Just on hold. Right. We had many more on the phone, but as far as in the queue. Anyway, let's not go there. Take a look at what you're seeing right here. This is just a phenomenal, phenomenal opportunity. It's a signature piece for Stuhrling Original. It's the Delphi. It's got a step design, triple step design bezel, but what you're getting is a skeletonized mechanical automatic. We've begun a little bit in this hour to talk about mechanical automatics. There's no battery in this watch. It's being run off of a mainspring, which from the back, as you can see at the 12 o'clock position, it's in the barrel. And the barrel has been cut away so you can actually see the coil. Now, if you wind it, you'll see the bands tighten up. But as you can see through the rotor is actually skeletonized as well. Here's the thing, Kimberly. When you have a mechanical automatic timepiece, 99% of the time, or 98% of the time, let's say, you can't see it because the dial is covered with a regular dial.
Right.
So you're not going to have all this skeletonization, and look at all the hand engraving that's done on what's remaining of the top plates, because it's not going to be seen. You don't go to that expense. But in the old days, watchmakers used to have competitions where they would see how much of the metal can we cut away, how much of the parts can we eliminate and still have a functioning timepiece. And that was the birth of skeletonized pieces. Well, the point is this: if you were going to have somebody come over to your house, let's say for Valentine's Day, you might want to clean up a little.
Maybe.
Because you wouldn't want to, you wouldn't want them to see a mess.
It depends on the person.
Okay, you wouldn't want them to see stuff laying all over.
Right.
Well, it's the same thing here. When you know you're going to put it into a skeletonized watch, a skeletonized face, you have to not just show a basic plate there. It's got to be decorated and cut away and cleaned up and beautified. And so not only are you getting a mechanical automatic for under $200, not only are you getting a mechanical automatic for under $100, you're getting a skeletonized, which is more expensive, under $100. This is without a doubt, the most incredible value, the incredible deal that we've ever done at Stuhrling Original. We're so proud of it. And now let's get into some of the rest of this watch. Take a look at what's remaining of the dial. Now, you notice how the offset center cutout, it's not right in the dead center. And you have the graduated numerals. Those are all individually applied to what's remaining on the dial. But come in close, guys, and look at the texturing on this dial. That's a guilloche process, and it's done in a herringbone pattern.
I love it.
Take a look at this. You got to get really tight to see, to really come in. But to me, what's remaining on the dial is so gorgeous that it actually rivals the beauty of the movement itself, which is the star of this piece. And then you've got those faceted diamond-cut Dauphine-style hands where you see how the light refracts off one side and then the other side. It's absolutely gorgeous. What you're seeing here, if you come a little flat, you see that big coil up there at the 12 o'clock position? That is your mainspring. And one of the beauties about having a skeletonized watch, and we just talked about the power reserve indicator, you can always tell how much time is remaining. Well, here you don't have a power reserve indicator. You can actually see the coil. When the coil is tight, this one's pretty well wound. But as it unwinds, you'll see gaps between the bands. Exactly. Then you'll know, hey, I need to wind it up a little bit. And also, talk about winding. Take a look at the positioning of the crown on this watch. Have you ever seen a crown between the 2 and 3 o'clock position? It's usually right at the 3 o'clock position. Well, just a little extra panache for the Delphi here. This case is blank from solid 316L surgical grade stainless steel. There's no cast cases here, no base metal cases here, even though it's only $73 and you can pick it up for under $20 right now. There's no corners that have been cut. It's a screwed in case back, which gives you 50 meters of water resistance. You have dual O-rings on that crown to assure the water resistance. And also, remember this, when you are buying or wearing a skeleton mechanical timepiece, to me, it's more than just a timepiece. It's an homage to the entire watchmaking business industry, the whole horological art for over 200 years. Because you're saying that, hey, I appreciate watches the way they made them in the old days, with no battery, no computer chip, no quartz movements. This is the way they used to make it, where you had basically a spring releasing power into the watch, 21,600 vibrations per hour to keep near perfect time. It's mind-boggling how anybody had the genius to put together these little metal parts, and that goes back over 200 years, okay?
Do you know what, as I look at this piece, and again, the value is extraordinary. I cannot stress enough to you what a great Mother's Day, Father's Day, because gals, you're going to love wearing this like nobody's business. Easter, Passover, Christmas next year, Hanukkah next year, graduations. I want you to think about that special moment that you want to mark in time this year for your life, and pick up this piece to be that significant factor for it. The scratch-resistant Cristerna crystal is going to protect both the front and the back of this timepiece, as you do want to do that with that skeletonized detail. The 20mm lizard embossed, genuine French leather padded strap has that stainless steel Stuhrling buckle for you on this piece. Quick change spring pin so you can change this watch strap. Oh, excuse me, actually, my mistake. That was on another piece that we were looking at. And of course, the 2-year warranty for you on this allows you the opportunity to have this, to wear it well for $18.49. Pick up on the gold tone or the rose tone. However, Larry, I'm going to put it on you.
Oh, yeah,
I think you could get both of these
because
they look so different, and then still get for less than what one would cost you retail.
I was going to say, especially at this price, if you're one of those people that likes to buy gifts, early gifts for Christmas, or whatever, and don't forget Valentine's Day. First of all, let's get this straight. Ladies can wear this piece.
Absolutely.
We're going to show you a ladies mechanical automatic later. It's going to be 50% more than this price. But here's a men's, a nice full-size men's size, okay? But ladies love this piece. We sell a lot of it to ladies. This is one of our all-time sellers. But what I'd like to point out, too, with the yellow gold and the rose gold, you know, for purposes of identification, they're saying gold tone, rose tone. I want everybody to understand the watch that's on the screen right now, that is layered with 23 karat yellow gold. You know, it's not just some kind of paint or some kind of dye or some kind of tone that's put on there. This is 23 karat yellow gold layered on top of 316L surgical grade stainless steel. As far as the rose tone, that is 16 karat rose gold layered on top of 316L surgical grade stainless steel. We use 16, we used to use 14. We bumped it up a little bit to use a little less copper. Okay, so it's a little warmer for the men. Most ladies, you know, as far as the tones, we sell more yellow gold to ladies and more rose gold to men.
Right.
But you can go either way. Okay?
Now, I want to talk about that. As you were looking at this piece, I think a lot of people may assume that you have that tone-on-tone, the gold bezel with the gold hands and the gold things.
You've been practicing.
I've been learning my stuff, baby.
You are the watch chick.
I'm trying. But you actually have done something very different. So readability is not an issue in any way, shape, or form.
Well, absolutely, Kimberly. What allows for the readability is the faceting of the Dauphine-style hands because of the light refraction. But you brought up an absolutely outstanding watch geek kind of a point, okay?
Thanks, Jim.
No, really, because, you know, I went right by me because I'm so, you know, too close to it probably. But the point that she's making, folks, is take a look at the movement.
Yeah.
It's been layered with the rose gold, okay, and the yellow gold to match the case. Many, many, many skeletonized watches, they don't take that step, and you see the silver tone movement in a rose gold case or a yellow gold case. That's an extra step, and certainly you would never expect it under this under $100.
Okay, as you're calling in today, if you are just waking up, good morning, V90766. This is the first hour top value in the history of Stuhrling original timepieces with us here at ShopNBC, and we thank you so much for joining us. Here's what I want you to know. We started off with 4,000 hour top value watches. This morning at 7:51 Central Time, it is well over half sold out. The silver tone has completely sold out. We have fewer than 750 remaining in the gold. And remember, we are looking at 23 karat gold layering. The rose tone is genuine rose gold layering over that individual case. So it's not just mystery metal. It's not just something that's dipped or painted on. You have a Stuhrling original, the Delphi design, a fabulous lizard embossed strap. You are looking at an incredible 20 jewel automatic movement with a 39mm case size, exhibition case back, fully skeletonized, fully automatic. And for those watch geeks, when you want to see the mainspring and the rotor and the gears and the escapement and the train, you're going to love what you have here today.
Show off.
I'm a show off, aren't I? For $40, you pay $18 and change. You know, I've been trained very well. Sean and Jim really have taken me under their wing, and Matthew and all the great team.
Also, it shows your tremendous professionalism to care so much to really learn about the products.
You know what it is that rings are great, jewelry is great, but there's so much to talk about watches. And for the true collector, Jim has told me that the person who owns a skeletonized automatic piece is like the car collector, and you know he loves his cars, that will only wax their cars with the hand wax and the chamois cloths. It's not someone who drives through. It is for the true connoisseur of timepieces.
You know, speaking of chamois cloths,
yeah,
you know, we could have, first of all, I think our polishing cloth is truly one of the best in the business, okay? You know, we could produce these cloths for probably less than half of what we produce them. Okay. And we were thinking, take a look at this, Kimberly.
That's lovely.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And we were thinking, gosh, at this price, it's cut to the bone. Maybe we won't include
it, right?
But we are. So you're getting the cloth, the polishing cloth that comes in a nice plastic bag and everything. It's a beautiful polishing cloth that you do get in the packaging as well. So we're not skimping, we're not cutting that out. And again, the value on this piece just defies logic. You know, I will tell you, Jim and I were talking last night that 3.5 years ago, Jim and I had this piece on the air, and it was slotted for 5 or 6 minutes, and we stayed on the piece for 17 minutes because we had just slashed the price. It was marked down from $179 to $149. We ran through 1,500 pieces. Wow. In those days, they used to kind of stay on the piece if there were callers on the phone, and we ran through the entire stock we had at that time, 17 minutes, 1,500 pieces to sell out at $149. And here we are. Not only does it cost more to make this piece now, but we've actually improved on the movement. The caliber ST90089 is giving you even tighter accuracy, tighter calibration, tighter vibrations, so it's even better now.
Well, as you're calling in
at
today,
less than half the price.
Yeah, less than half the price for sure. And those value pays of under $19. I want you to think once again, for a fabulous gift for Father's Day, for graduations, high school, college, just because, sharing the gift of time with loved ones for both men as well as for women today with this Our Top Value is going to make so many people very happy. 2-year limited warranty is included as well. The top of the line details in this Stuhrling Original cannot be passed by. And this Our Top Value price, good for 1 day and 1 day only until they remain. Remember, we started with 4,000 units to begin with in 3 color choices. We have sold out of 1 color in the first presentation. Gold tone will be the next to go. Now fewer than 700 are available. And then you have the rose tone finish with genuine gold layering on both of these finishes. Thank you very much for all of your calls. It's one of a kind. It's unique. It's the first ever Our Top Value from Stuhrling, and we know it will be a sellout throughout the day. Speaking of which, our Ladies Cupid Automatic, gals, if you want something truly for yourself, here's a great piece. It is 3 timepieces in one, as you do get 3 straps. V90767. 3 value pays of $48.33. Also, we're sharing the love with Larry and Stuhrling today with our Ladies Daphne strap watch, V90782. Brand new. It's $80 for you here today. That's a $385 retail compare. Don't forget, we did have the Louis for you. Lots of goodies that you can find on ShopNBC.com. The Louis is available in 4 color choices. That is V90473. $150 is your ShopNBC price. And on